Okay. A couple little highlights for Andrew. Andrew is passionate about transformation and enjoys investing in people and communities who find themselves on a journey. Among the variety of responsibilities he currently has, he enjoys working on culture change, executive coaching, raising kids, and all things 12-step. Andrew is currently an elder at Denver Presbyterian Church, and he's involved in the church community with his wife, Penny, who's online. Hi, Penny. They have 5 adult children, 2 of his and 3 of hers. They have been married for 3 years. Andrew, everybody.
Thank you. When Scotty asked me to speak and share a story, I was very excited to do it. So happy to be here tonight. My story starts in age 5. And I asked Scotty for 90 minutes. He said maybe 5.5. So, but I'll go quick. My family used to vacation each summer at a cabin that was just wonderful. It was, even back then, it was historic. It was built around 1915. Should I step further back? Closer, okay, thank you. We'll try this. So it was a historic cabin at the time, and the logs were about 8 inches of diameter, lots of chinking between them, rafters in the ceiling supported a thin roof, big front porch overlooking a meadow, creek, peaks in the distance. It was really amazing. I always liked it when in the afternoons there'd be a thunderstorm that would roll in, sometimes light rain, sometimes heavy, but you could hear every drop. And as it was just kind of a feeling of being close to nature and close to the power of what you never feel in the city. As it was kind of coming down outside, we were warm and safe and dry inside. So I really loved our times there. It was a small cabin, couple bunk beds. I'm the youngest of 4 kids, and the pull-out couch. It was tight quarters. And in the evenings, as we were getting ready for bed, we would just take turns in the restroom, changing into pajamas. And it was a different setup than I had at home. And I was in there doing just that. And in this wonderful little idyllic cabin, I started to shriek in terror. And my mother rushed in to figure out what was going on and was confused because she couldn't see anything. And in the meantime, I'm shaking, tears are coming down my cheeks, and I'm just sobbing after the initial shrieking. And she was confused. She couldn't put her finger on anything. It looked safe, I looked fine, and she was holding me, and I was slowly kind of coming around. As I had been putting on my pajamas, I had noticed in a mirror that would otherwise never have been in my bedroom. I noticed myself with nipples, and I thought they were breasts. And it was a physical manifestation of the story that had been ruminating in my head at age 5 for a couple years, that I was a girl trapped in a boy's body. And I built a wall that was pretty thick then, and I became an observer of life. Always curious, how is it that people engage? How is it people kind of let go? How is it people, how do they connect? Because I'm like 1, 2, 3, 10 steps removed, just kind of trying to take it in and then kind of joining in, like, am I doing this right? You know, and that's a lot of my life. In college, I stumbled into a lot of sex, and that was in fact quite connected, quite energetic, quite alive, but also very transactional and a little consumptive. And even then I was like, this is not really what I'm all about. And I got a little detached from that. After college, got involved with a pro-gay Christian group. Never met a more committed set of Christians, and theology was kind of suspended at the moment for me. Boyfriend, committed, it was all kind of good, but yet I couldn't quite put my finger on why I felt so much angst. No one was talking about their disillusionment with what life had turned out to be, the good, the high, the low, the bad, all of it. And I was like, well, I guess I'm a freak here too. And so I kind of detached from that whole scene and took a step back and just became an observer there, and actually just kind of detached into my own little, very small world. I was volunteering at a coffee house in Capitol Hill way back when, and one of the women in leadership there suggested I knock on the door where Grace abounds. So I did, and I was leery. I trusted her, and so I went forward with it and moved into it. I was very leery of another group with another agenda for my life, and barely engaged. I do remember one of the first evenings, and this is for anyone keeping track, 1989, which is forever ago. Scott, with another couple guys, after one of the Thursday evening talks, came up and we were just chatting, and I laughed hard, and it was one of the first times I'd heard laughter come out of my, gut laugh. And I was like, you know what, this feels alive. And I'm not sure exactly what else this entails, but I feel alive tonight. The other things I started to learn was that, one, being attracted to men is good if channeled in a healthy way. I learned that relationships are hard, but where we get our needs truly met. I also learned what it was like to belong, to feel like I belonged. And I also ultimately learned what it felt like to be loved. And, you can't put a price tag on that. I am probably close to time, so I'm just going to wrap up by saying that my journey in WGA has been really a journey to the heart of the Father. And there's been a lot of byproducts along the way. A couple kids, awesome. Couple marriages, as you can imagine. Some good, some bad. But many good things along the way. I will close with just one thing, and that my wife, who has been in Phoenix for the week, and she's joining online. I am married to a woman who thinks I am incredibly funny. So it really doesn't get much better than that. So I love you, Penny.